soon.
Okay, okay, that's good. Thank you. Oh, طيب. Just a quick remind for you that we were discussing the subject verb agreement, and you said that this is a common question that you can find in a SAT, and most of the SAT takers may be confused or maybe tracked by this kind of questions. Why? Because the question is not you will not find it a direct one. You all the time you will find like an interrupting phrase in the middle of the sentence, separating the subject from its verb. So it will make it difficult for some people, not you, other people in another word, in another class, in another school, who will be confused by this interrupting phrase and start to make it difficult for them to identify which verb should agree with which subject. And we have studied before in the first part, we have studied the three types of these interrupting phrases: the relative clauses, the prepositional, sorry, the appositive phrase, and the prepositional phrase. And we said that the prepositional phrase are phrases that start with a preposition and they modify the subject in the sentence, only modifying it. But I can easily eliminate it or erase it from the sentence without changing any kind of meaning or any kind of grammatical structure of the sentence. Uh, where can I find the preposition phrase? All the time you'll find it inserted or put between the subject and the verb. We have read this sentence. It changed for the new and improved SAT is going to be implemented soon. Uh, First, we have detected where the subject. We said the subject it changed. It's in the plural form. Is going. This is the verb. It's in singular form. For the new, for the new and improved SAT, this is a prepositional phrase. It's an interrupting one. Can I eliminate it? Yes, I can eliminate it and then start to read what left out from the sentence. Uh, Change is in plural and is going is singular. To correct it, we have to make the verb follow the number of the subject by changing it into plural form, which is are going to be implemented soon. Any questions so far? Hello? Any question so far?
No,
Why are you shouting?
I'm not shouting.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So, the same strategy that we have followed with the relative clauses and the appositive phrase, is the same strategy with the prepositional phrase, which is what? All the time cross out the prepositional phrase out of the sentence, and the resulting sentence should be grammatically correct. And that's what we have done here. After erasing it, this is what is left out, and then this is the wrong. We correct it by adding a verb in plural. So now let's have an exercise. Just can you just check who's with us in the room? Yusuf, Nagam, who else?
Wahbaz, the bad
Abdurrahman.
boy.
Okay, Abdurrahman, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, good morning. How are you?
fine.
Okay. Now, I think do you have any idea about what we were speaking about?
Yes, the prepositional phrase.
No, no. Subject verb agreement.
Allah no, count.
Subject verb agreement. So you need to watch the video then when I post them. Type. So can you
Okay.
listen back? Can you listen well to what we are going to discuss now? Because it will make it easy for you to understand. Nagam. Nagam. Look at this sentence, read it, and then tell me, does it have a mistake or not?
Istanbul, the most populous of all European cities, were founded in the first millennium BCE.
Yes, first, just to explain the meaning of this sentence, in Istanbul, this is the name of city in Turkey. Populous, it's an adjective means full of people. It has a lot of population. And yes, BCE. It means or it refers to before the Common Era, or before the current era, or before the Christian era. So this means that it refers to the year before the birth of the Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. Did this sentence has a mistake? Does it have a mistake?
No.
It doesn't. Okay, Yusuf, is that what you think? Does it have a mistake?
It has a mistake.
I don't know. You tell me. I was asking.
It should be was,
Why?
because it's a plural singular.
That's right. That's right. You were tricked, right? You were you were
Yes.
tricked by what? By cities, right?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because you didn't follow the strategy. Number one, you have to detect where the subject. Istanbul, singular or plural? Singular. Where the verb?
Singular.
Where the verb?
Where found
Where
it.
founded. What about this one in the middle that is surrounded by two commas? What do you call this?
Relative clause.
No, it's not relative clause. Why? Because it doesn't start with relative pronoun. Can you see who, whom, which, that, where? No, so it's not relative. Generally, it's an interrupting phrase. What type of phrase? This is the another question. Generally, this is an interrupting phrase. It means that it separated the subject from its verb. What type? Is it relative clause, or it is a positive phrase, or prepositional phrase?
A positive phrase.
Excellent. That's a positive phrase. So it's an interrupting phrase. It's non-essential. I can eliminate it from the sentence and then read what's left out. So what will be left out? Istanbul where founded? Oh
Where
gosh.
founded.
Yes, this is a mistake. So don't let him trick you. Don't let it. Yes, this is wrong. So the correction will be.
Was founded.
Yes, excellent. Was founded in the first millennium BCE. Abdurrahman, did you understand now what we are speaking about?
Yes.
Yes, we are speaking about something called subject-verb agreement. It means that the subject and the verb should follow each other in the number. It means that if the subject is plural, so the verb should be in the plural form. If the subject is singular, so the verb should be in the singular form. Get it? And this is, by the way, this is something common. This is something it's easy to recognize. But what's not easy, the question that you can find in the set is trying to trick you as much as they can. They are challengeable. Why? Because you will not find the sentence just direct at that. You will find the sentence interrupted by one of the non-essential clauses or phrases, and make you confused. Like this in this one, this is an interrupting phrase, and it has here a plural word or noun at the end. So you may think that this is the verb of cities. Cities is the subject, and the word found in its verb, and this is wrong. And this is wrong. So your answer, if you answer this correct, like Nagam said at the beginning, this would be a big mistake actually. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you. So the explanation that, as I told you, that not because city is close to the verb, we can say that it's a subject. No, it's not the subject of the verb. We have to get rid of the non-essential phrase and then read what's left. So the correction will be Istanbul was founded in the first millennium BCE, like Nagam said. Let's have this another exercise. Yusuf Izzat, read. Yusuf Izzat, are you watching a series or something like that? Yusuf Izzat, have you left us?
Sorry, I forgot that I was unmuted the mic.
Are you watching a series on the TV?
No, but I was muting the mic.
Okay.
Muted the mic, and I forgot to unmute.
Okay, go on. Read the first sentence, please.
Neapolitan pizza made with San Marzano.
San Marzano. Marzan, it's
and
a Italian word.
tomatoes are considered more traditional than one made with any types of other type of tomato.
Now you have four choices, okay,
Okay.
to choose. I underlined for you part of the sentence, and choose which one you can. Do you think that it doesn't need a change, or should we change it with one of the other three?
No changes
Not changes. Why?
because the tomatoes are plural and are is plural also. And
Okay.
if we use where, we have
We
if
have
we used
what?
where, wait a second, I will say.
Yes,
If
this
we
is
used where,
better. This is better.
we
Take a
used
second. This.
is if we used where, we must use to use the word to. We're considered to be.
Do you need me to answer? Do you need an answer?
Yes.
طيب Abdurrahman, what do you think? Is his answer is correct?
أنا شايف إن هي تبقى is مش
Abdurrahman, don't speak in Arabic, please.
كده. I think that the correct answer is
Why?
because the pizza is singular.
Yes, pizza is singular. That's right. Excellent. So why did Yusuf said tomatoes is plural? So the verb should be plural.
Uh, because it's before the verb.
I told you not everything before the verb is the subject.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue to the other sentence.
Okay, someone is giving feedback or comments, right? Is commenting after behind you.
Yeah, sorry, here's Abdurrahman, my brother. He come into the living room to take his book.
Okay. Nagam. Nagam.
Yes.
Where is the subject here?
Napolitan
Wait,
pizza.
Yes, the Neapolitan pizza. And where is the verb?
wait.
Yeah, considered.
Are considered because
Are considered.
it's yes passive in the
No,
passive.
we will remove are.
Yes, that's right. And like Abdurrahman said, the answer is yes. Is that's right? Correct. Let me explain, and please, Yusuf, follow me. If we choose the first one, which is no change, as you said, no change, as you said, this choice make the subject verb agreement is error. Actually, it will have an error because the are here is plural, and it doesn't match with our singular subject, which is pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. What about this in the middle? What made with the San Marzano tomatoes? What do you call this? Is it the main part of the sentence, or is an interrupting phrase?
Don't know.
No, it's an interrupting phrase. What kind of phrase is it made with the San Marzano tomatoes? It's participial phrase. Start with the past participle, made with San Marzano.
Mm-hmm.
So this part, even if it is not surrounded by a comma, even if it is not surrounded by a comma, you need to understand the sentence well. So tomatoes here is not the subject of this verb. The subject is pizza. Are considered, I'm speaking about the pizza. And pizza is singular, so, and this verb is plural, so the correct answer is are. Also, if we go to have been too, if you said have been is wrong. Why? Do you know why?
Why?
Okay, if you don't know why, we still have Nagam and Abdurrahman. Can you tell me why you can say have been?
Because if we said have been, it is in the past.
No. Number one, it's not in the past. It's in the present perfect form, passive form. Because have here, again, plural, smart. Have here is plural, have been, plural. So if I have here has been, it will be, by the way, a correct answer. But have here is this is the a plural form verb, and my subject is singular. Now what about where? Why can't I say where?
Why we can't
Because it's
say
also
where?
singular.
It is what?
Singular.
Yes, excellent. Because where here is plural too. Because where here is plural too, and my subject is singular.
Okay.
Okay, Nagam, fine.
Yes.
Okay, and
Mm.
Yusuf Izzat is okay.
Fine.
طيب عبد الرحمن, read the second sentence.
The sum of the money one donates to registered non-profit organization represent a dedication that can be made from one
Represent a deduction.
taxable income.
Income, yes. He was speaking about the money that they donate to, he said they registered non-profit organizations. The people who donate money for those organizations, the those money, amount of money, are deduced from his taxes income. Anyway, whatever. You have four choices uh, for the underlined word here in the sentence, represent. Which answer do you think is suitable?
Represents.
Where? Why?
Uh, I don't know.
Really? This is not an answer.
كده
Where is the subject? Where is the subject?
one, I guess.
لا, the sum of money one donates. One donates. One, it means anyone. Anyone donates. You mean that the represent
The
is a verb?
organizations.
1 second, Ya Abdurrahman. You think that represent is a verb of this subject one?
Yes.
No. No. You speak about sum of money that anyone donates to registered non-profit organization represents an education. Can you? Is it now easy for you to detect where is the subject? Yusuf Azat, where is the subject? Do you know?
The subject. The
Try,
subject
please
is
try to understand the sentence well, so you can detect the subject.
the sum of money.
Thank you. The sum. To be more precise, it's the sum. Or okay,
Okay,
this,
the sum.
yes, the sum here is the subject. It is plural or singular?
The sum singular.
Yes, excellent. It's a singular, and the verb here is
Singular
plural.
too.
Yeah, the singular here
Plural.
is plural. Yes, so we have a mistake. So we can say no change. But here, yes, represent, it's a singular verb too, like it matches with the singular subject. So you have to take care of something. When he said that one donates to register the one profit organization, uh, here the one donate, this is another sentence. My main sentence is the sum of money represents. The sum of money represent, but starting from one donates to a registered non-profit organization, this is an interrupting a phrase. Okay. Of course, the others are representing and have represented cannot be chosen because they are both of them are plural. Nagam,
Yes.
read honey this exercise, this sentence.
Called an embouchure, the shape of a skilled trumpet player's lips allows for playing a wide range of notes with clear tone and without muscle strain.
Okay, the embouchure is a French word, and it means the way in which a player uses his lips and faces muscles to produce a sound. Okay, here are the four choices for the underlined word.
No chains.
Okay, why?
Because embouchure is singular and allows us singular.
Where the subject?
Embouchure.
Again?
The in butcher, the first word.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent, excellent. And in butcher, this is the singular, and this is the subject, and my verb is allows. Both of them
And
are
allows a singular.
excellent, and allow is singular too. So I don't need any change. I don't need any change. Uh, of course, allowing cannot serve as a verb on its own. I can't use allowing because it's not a verb in its own.
Mm,
It needs here a helping verb like are or is or where, whatever. And the second here, allow here, this choice
plural.
also. Yes, it's a plural form. That's right. And my subject is singular. And have allowed. Why it's not working?
Because it's past.
Not fast. It's a present perfect.
Okay.
It's a present perfect. And at the same time, it's a plural form too. Have allowed. It's a plural form, so it will not match with my singular subject. Okay. طيب. I have finished actually. I don't know if you have any question about something we can discuss. Hmm.
About me, I don't have any question.
And you want to just leave. I know.
No, والله, but I don't have any question.
It's